Welcome to Unmuzzled Chat. Hope you're having a terrific day. Now, I got to be honest with you. All the bumps in the road that I've been dealing with and hitting lately have been adding up, and it's been kicking my butt. And unfortunately, I feel like it is flaring up my Lyme disease even to a degree. So I really need to be cognizant of that and careful, because the last thing I need right now, even in serving you, is a Lyme flare-up. So might take the day to drive down, get that upgraded freaking modem so we're not glitching out here, because that's a big problem. Especially if I'm going to have guests on. It's one thing if I'm personally dealing with the hiccups, but at the point, me and a guest, man, I just can't be having that. But this isn't about me. This is about all of us. I just want to be open and transparent so you feel with your struggles you can be the same. Because I truly feel as a community, we will more effectively get through our trials with more strength and just get to a better life. That being said, I'm so grateful for so many that have reached out and have given thanks. Not that we're seeking accolades, but to hear that this has helped them with their Lyme disease or benefited them in any way, shape, or form, and appreciate what we're doing. Thank you. We needed that. I needed that to write up such beautiful messages. It really does mean a lot. Well, we are doing the Stand Up Now hat giveaway. We're nearing the end of the month, so be sure to stay plugged in, tuned into the episodes, because at random we'll give the keyword for that hat giveaway. That being said, let's go ahead and just dive in. All right, I just had to save those links before closing them out to the upload. So now we're good to go. Bear with me. Frick Lyme disease. I swear we need to up awareness on this thing. Too many are struggling with it, and it is no freaking joke. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. So, all right here. Oh my gosh. You got to hear it for yourself. So let's go ahead and play this clip.
When we invest in clean energy and electric vehicles and reduce population, more of our children can breathe clean air and drink clean water.
You catch that?
Reduce population, reduce population, and reduce population.
Well, their methods of reducing population, it's not asking for hands to be raised. They're taking action, and that is clear with the pandemic. That is clear with this bioweapon jab, that it is just taking too long to get to the bottom of. Too many are suffering. Too many have died. There are literally combinations, hours long, that you could look up on Rumble that we've referenced before, of women, men, fathers, mothers, and children, and that are dying to this day because of that bioweapon jab, and we must get to the bottom of it. So once again, let's go ahead and play this clip. We've recently played it, but whatever it freaking takes to light the fire under some butts, to find your strength and let your voice be heard. If you know someone that has been vaxxed, injured, and they would like to get their story out, please reach out to unmuzzledchat@gmail.com. We would love to have you on and bring awareness to the battle you are facing. So once again, I'm saying, tell him Dr. McCullough We have been weak, poisoned, brainwashed, demoralized, trusting all to our demise. If you saw the other episode, you know what he says.
When people die after the vaccine, there is an astonishing lack of outrage by the surviving family members.
Right.
This is very important. Young person after young persons died tragically after the vaccine without any signs of concern or outrage by family members.
Why is that, folks? Are we hacked? I don't find the lack of reaction normal. I don't get it. If we don't find some backbone, some strength, tyranny is not ending there. And there's so many other tactics that they're hitting us with to this day. And I was sitting there debating, should I dive into the food and what's happening with the farmers and what they're doing in producing more poisonous food and changing the name of things? All the layers. There's so many things to connect. From the two-tiered system that we're an occupied country as to why they allowed an open border and an invasion to happen. There's many layers to that invasion. From the threat it poses at this next election, the threat it poses to our lives, the great replacement. There's so many topics. I swear, the war tactics do seem endless. But if we could unite on this singular topic, we could accomplish so freaking much. Yeah, all you needed to know earlier on, all you needed to know. Now it is time for extreme accountability. Let's go.
The bottom line here is the vaccine does not prevent infection.
Right.
Does not prevent transmission.
Right.
So why would we make anybody take it? It is insane. These are self-inflicted wounds, whether we're talking about the military, within our health systems, any parts of our economy where we force people to take a vaccine that doesn't prevent infection or transmission. Again, it's an insane policy. The numbers I have, about 8,000 members of the military have been dismissed. About 17,000 are awaiting some termination on their religious exemption.
Oh my gosh!
So this is serious business. But I'm here, and again, I'm speaking for myself. But I'm going to speak on behalf of those that are reluctant to take it. They're not crazy. Again, they now know, we now know that it doesn't prevent transmission at all. It doesn't prevent infection. And the fact of the matter is there are safety signals that anybody who's looking at CDC and NIH and FDA data
so much more
might have cause for concern about. Now, part of our problem here is that the FDA, the CDC, the NIH have not been honest. They have not been transparent.
Right. They haven't been honest. They haven't been transparent, keeping us out of the know to their benefit and our demise. And just that beginning clip, you've heard it from Bill Gates. You've heard it from the Rothschilds manifestos, all sorts of places, Georgia Guidestones, and now Kamala, even herself, supposed the runner-up, talking about depopulation. It is clear that there was motive, that there was intent behind this bioweapon jab, period. The end. We're just going to sit back. We're not going to do anything about it. We got to get to the bottom of this. The war crimes against humanity. Time for accountability like never before.
Tell us a little bit about the study that just came out of Sweden that is just so alarming.
The news is buzzing out of Lund University, Malmö, Sweden. Marcus Alden is the first author. The first demonstration in a human hepatic or liver cell line that the Pfizer vaccine, in fact, reverse transcribes and installs DNA into the human genome.
Wow. And so in simple terms, what does that mean, Dr. Bartlett?
Thank you for making it simple. So basically, there's an enzyme that can take that messenger RNA vaccine information and put it into the person, into their DNA. And we were told that could not happen. So this is in a lab, but it's showing that you remember the vaccine is messenger RNA.
Yeah.
And we were told that messenger RNA could not go into your DNA, but this is showing that in a lab it can.
And so what happens when it does, Dr. Cole?
Well, can I answer slightly different than your question?
Yeah.
So one of the fun things about the last couple of years being a doctor and lawyer is this is a very interesting opportunity, and I think we're going to be bringing another lawsuit because there's actually federal law that you cannot discriminate against people for genetic discriminations. I forgot the acronym. I think it's GINA, G-I-N-A. GINA, right? So this now opens the door to saying that if you're not allowing somebody in who chose not to get the shot, that you're actually engaging in genetic discrimination. So I think this Sweden study, I think, opens the door to a new type of lawsuit.
If you're pregnant and you have this done, can that then affect your baby?
Yes, this is the alarming finding. The CV.
We'll add all the clips in the comment section or in the description section below. It boils my blood. So many are saying this is going to go down in history as the greatest crime, the greatest crime against humanity, war crimes, genocide. It's bad, folks. This poor gal right here, unbelievable. Canadian doctor admits the COVID booster shot paralyzed this woman. Look at her right here with her kid, her dog, living a healthy life. And now she's bound to a wheelchair. So what does this doctor do? He offers to euthanize her to make up for it. Quote. This is sick. We gotta fight on behalf of that woman. On behalf of so many that got the boot in our own military. So many that got manipulated into getting it that were in our service too. And as Chaplain James even expressed and said as he was in the medical unit that he saw soldiers come in, vaccine injured, die from the vaccine, and get ruled a freaking suicide. Guys, this is as egregious as it gets. In my eyes, that is egregiously unacceptable. Well, I take that back to an extent, because what's worse than children getting that and dying and having now a life filled with health issues. Wow. An explosive new study which analyzed the data of 9 million people have sent shockwaves through the scientific community after proving that the COVID mRNA shot are now responsible for global surge in cases of AIDS. Unbelievable. AIDS, vaccine-acquired immune deficiency syndrome. It just breaks my heart to see a child with a muzzle. That's child abuse right there. And then getting that shot breaks my heart. What are we going to do about this, folks? Let's go. How many do we need to see? How many do we need to share? I mean, this gentleman right here. My goodness. Well, you could read. This is my reality after the COVID-19 vaccine. I went from carrying my daughter to having her help me move. I was forced to take it to avoid losing my job. 2.5 years later, I'm still coming out of this tomb. Holding his daughter.
Down a little bit, right there.
Unbelievable. Come on, folks. There's more we could do today. There's more we must do today. And you can see it. with the impact we had on Tractor Supply, I hope soon to be Harley, Bud Light, freaking Disney. Look at Netflix tanking. Guys, let's boycott freaking Netflix. $7 million towards Kamala? Come on, folks. If you keep your Netflix account, you literally are funding the enemy. So you either want to continually be a part of the problem or be a part of the solution. The choice truly is yours. But there's no form of entertainment that is worth the future you get with that decision. I really don't care if it comes across harsh. That's just the reality of it. That's just the truth of it. You want me to lie? Not gonna happen. We got to take every opportunity we have as serious as we can. Yeah, also boycott the Olympics. My goodness. It's incredible. Listen what this gentleman has to say. I don't know if you guys have seen it all, but golly, seeing some of the clips, I won't support it and I'll boycott it, but the clips that are coming out on X, it is demonic.
So the Olympics decided to piss off 2.5 billion people all over the world. They decided it was a great idea to mock every Christian around the world. They tried to replicate the Last Supper with an obese person in the middle as Jesus and a bunch of trans people on the side. Here's the video clip. So there's Jesus. And I'm going to ask the question, does this look like an athlete to you? And what's curious is, what do trans have to do anything with the Olympics? Because last I checked in the Olympic rules, it specifically says that we keep the venues, Olympic Village, and the podium neutral and free from any political, religious, or ethnic demonstrations. So tell me, what's this? This looks like a religious demonstration to me. So they're breaking their own rules. Furthermore, they made it very clear that trans women will not be competing at the Paris Games. Because in 2023, they issued new guidelines that bans transgender women athletes from participating in world athletic events. So why is this hairy-chested man part of the Olympic ceremony? You have the biggest audience in the world and kids watching. Why do we have this form of paganism representing all these athletes where there's 2.5 billion Christians all over the world and you're slapping them all in the face? Now let's check out this clip. What do you see here? What does this have anything to do with the Olympics? What is the obsession? This is completely and utterly unacceptable, especially when it violates their own guidelines. Guidelines that they set for every athlete around the world. That's why there's a global boycott happening. And personally, I refuse to watch any single event now. I'm only going to watch it on TikTok. You know why? Because it gets them where it hurts them the most, their pockets. Sponsors are not going to dish out money when they see how vast of a drop that they had in viewership. Those viewership numbers are instead going to give to TikTok, which gives them the revenue numbers for advertising, and the Olympics gets none of it. We are no longer going to stand for this woke nonsense. And it doesn't matter what religion you are. This is the time to take a stand and end all this nonsense.
Let's do just that. Let's share this episode far and wide. Let's do what we can to build momentum to get to the bottom of these war crimes. I believe in you. We are having a difference, and I know we can have a bigger one. So let's do just that. Let's take more action. Simply send out as far as you can. Now, it's a big year. And I don't want people to be misled with all the propaganda and the orange man bad tactics. So let's go ahead and play a few clips here that more so show who this man is. Let's start with this one right here. A quick reminder. Joe Biden spent 9/11 hiding in a bunker. Kamala Harris spent it with her boyfriend, Montel Williams. Donald Trump spent 9/11 marching into a war zone of fire and ash with an army of his own men to save America. Vote accordingly.
Their time, their mental. I think we'll do fine. Donald, what do you think about all this? You're a developer. You've built buildings all your life.
Well, there's never been anything like this. It's disgraceful, and I hope we attack fast. I hope we find out who it is and go fast. Okay.
Why'd you want to come down here today?
I have about 100 men working down here, so just to spur them on. Hi, folks.
Spur them on. That shows character. Who else walking the streets like that, support their people? Like I said, it seems to me that man cares more for even the left and the Democrats than the majority of Democrats care for their own. Prove me wrong. They care about themselves and themselves alone.
Many of you have never read them and don't know the liberties and rights you have as Americans and how you are being threatened to lose those rights. It's happening all the time.
We must read the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. We should be able to recite the majority of it, folks. Let's continue.
Very sad thing that's going on in our country, but we're going to get it turned around. Religion and Christianity are the biggest things missing from this country, and I truly believe that we need to bring them back, and we have to bring them back fast. I think it's one of the biggest problems we have. That's why our country is going haywire. We've lost religion in our country.
Agreed.
All Americans need a Bible in their home, and I have many. It's my favorite book. It's a lot of people's favorite book. This Bible is a reminder that the biggest thing we have to bring back America and to make America great again is our religion. Religion is so important. It's so missing, but it's going to come back, and it's going to come back strong, just like our country is going to come back strong. In the end, we do not answer to bureaucrats in Washington. We answer to God in heaven. Christians are under siege. We must protect content that is pro-God. We love God, and we have to protect anything that is pro-God.
Yes.
We must defend God in the public square and not allow the media or the left-wing groups to silence, censor, or discriminate against us. We have to bring Christianity back into our lives and back into what will be again a great nation. Our founding fathers did a tremendous thing when they built America on Judeo-Christian values. Now that foundation is under attack, perhaps as never before. What can we do? Stand up, speak out, and pray that God will bless America again. I'm proud to endorse and encourage you to get this Bible. We must make America pray again.
Yes, we must. I mean, think about it. At the point you're now living, seeing a bigger picture that, hey, we're visiting here. But there's a plan to it all. We start living out of selflessness on behalf of our neighbor and our family and loved ones and strangers alike. And that would leave us with a beautiful opportunity in this life to flourish, enjoy, bring some happiness and light, and end a lot of the needless suffering. There's so many clips we could play. We can go on and on. Like, this won't make it on a lot of the mainstream, so we got to play it. We got to get it out there, folks.
On day one, I will sign a new executive order to cut federal funding for any school pushing critical race theory, transgender insanity, and other inappropriate racial, sexual, or political content onto the lives of our children.
It's so important.
Thank you. It's true. Save our kids is right. Save our kids is right. And you're right. Thank you. And I will not give 1 penny to any school that has a vaccine mandate or a mask mandate. Not a penny. And I will keep men out of women's sports, if that's okay.
Yes. I can't believe that's where we're at. But, well, folks, that's going to wrap things up here for today. Let's dive in to some of this. I mean, right here, the roadmap. We need it more than ever. We truly do. A quick plug to Patriot Mobile. They're the only Christian conservative mobile network out there. You could click the link below or call them and use promo code Unmuzzled, and they'll take care of UA fees and everything. It's important we take that action. I want you to be prepared. So check out EMP Shield. If you click the link below, you're getting $50 off every single product. It minimum get one for your vehicle. If you can afford to also get one for your home, get one for your home. If you have a solar investment, get one for that, because those aren't cheap. And considering the cost of an EMP Shield product, it's just a no-brainer. Now, it's crucial that we take care of our bodies, that you don't poison it with the fast foods and bad city water. There's so many toxins. But even if you're eating well, even if you're balancing your nutrition and your hormones and things of that nature, we still aren't going to function. I can attest to it with toxicity in your body, whether it's mold, whether it's, metal, whether it's the forever chemicals. Well, ball and charge is a very effective way because it's ramping up our own body's detox systems to eradicate the things that don't belong. And it's piled up right here. You can just fold it up, you throw it out on the bed, it heats up instantly, and I can swear by it since I've been using Ball and Charge. It has helped me tremendously. In fact, as I'm now speaking on it, I am due for a session. I've had power issues, and hopefully I'll have enough power to run it. But click the link below. You get 15% off. That's over $100 off their infrared sauna blanket. You can increase the detoxing by also checking out Masterpiece. That tincture eradicates a lot of the metals and forever chemicals as well. For you Arizonians, check out Unchained Wellness Clinic. They are on the cutting edge with all sorts of equipment, testing. They also have a sit-in infrared sauna and cold plunge, IV room, hyperbaric oxygen chamber. But if you call and schedule with them, you can get a free infrared and cold plunge. So check them out. All right, that's enough. Let's dive in. Jesus is calling. July 27th. This is a good one. I just briefed it. Hope is a golden cord connecting you to heaven. This cord helps you hold your head up high even when multiple trials are besetting you. I never leave your side, and I never let go of your hand. But without the cord of hope, your head may slump and your feet may shuffle as you journey uphill with me. Hope lifts your perspective from your weary feet to your glorious view. You can see from the high road. You are reminded that the road we're traveling together is ultimately a highway to heaven. When you consider this radiant destination, the roughness or smoothness of the road ahead becomes much less significant. I am training you to hold in your heart a dual focus, my continual presence and the hope of heaven. That's pretty powerful. There's a few scripture references here. I challenge you to check them out and pull out your Bible. You got Romans 12:12, Thessalonians 5:8, and Hebrews 6:18 and 19. All right, the 1-minute prayers. We transitioned out of identity and asking for directions. This important. I haven't previewed it, but we need direction. I feel so greatly in this challenging time. I need direction. We're in this together, folks. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. We got this. Finally, I am asking, hear my cry, O God, listen to my prayer. My struggles lately have led me away from my source of help. You. At first I thought I could figure out the answers on my own. But as I tried this, I lost my way and started to go deeper inside myself. I didn't even know how to ask people for assistance or advice, so I kept trying to get past my problems and failings. Each wrong turn and dead end should have brought me back to you. Forgive me, Lord, for refusing to ask for help. So here I am, finally calling out to you, help me through this. Hear my cry, Lord. With humility, I fall at your feet and ask for your guidance. What a powerful prayer. Amen. The meekness, the humbleness, the submitting yourself entirely will lead to the greatest blessing. I need to do better at this. I've let these speed bumps get to me too much. And I can do better. I must do better. And I will do better. I feel like apologizing, folks, because I know I can do better. But I look forward to serving you to the best of my abilities at all times. And I'm grateful for this opportunity. We are all visitors here. Let's seize the moment. This very moment in time, we have been gifted, blessed with. And with that, if you've gotten any value out of this episode, let's please share it to the freaking moon. We need it. We have algorithms working against us. And that's no joke. As though it wasn't already an uphill battle. But thank you. God bless you. God bless America. And until next time, take care.